Dun 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 for video. It is October 19th, 2019, 1:55 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. This is episode 654. Is that correct? I believe it is. I think so. I just looked, but I could always forget within a second. I decided to go ahead and make today's video because I have a lot of things to do. I need to work on the bio and the acknowledgments in the book. And the girls are not home right now. They're at Pettoberfest, where animals are dressed in costumes. And I was napping when they left, and I was like, yeah. So, anyway, good time to get the video done. I didn't feel like dragging out the guitar. They're all in cases in the closet, and each time, it's true that when you leave your guitars in cases, you don't play them as much, because it's dragging them out and putting them back is work. So, I haven't really established yet exactly what I'm going to do. Right here, I'm drawing Erdogan, and I've drawn him before, and I looked at how I had drawn him before, and I know I've drawn him in a way that I liked, but I couldn't really find that caricature, and I honestly didn't spend a lot of time looking for it. So I just kind of went back, decided to start over and look at his photographs. I did the same thing with Mike Pompeo, but I've drawn him a lot recently, so it wasn't as much. I had a little trouble getting his body the way I wanted it. I know that sounds dirty, but just in the pose exactly as I wanted, just wasn't. Actually, I had a little trouble at first with both of them. I don't think I was in my zone at the beginning because I wasn't feeling very good. We had Indian food last night, and I don't think that was it. But anyway, I felt kind of like I was catching a cold for some reason. I don't now, but I just kind of felt a little sick this morning when I started. I don't know why. I just kind of felt a little sick. Now I feel fine, but I'm also drinking Coca-Cola. Oh, good. The funny thing is with Trump pulling out of Syria, we had 1,000 troops there. And you'd think 1,000 troops does not repel an invasion unless it's like from a very tiny army. But nobody wants to hit American troops, other than terrorists. But another nation does not want to hit our troops. That's like an act of war, especially an ally. So removing our troops from Syria opened it up for Turkey to come in. Excuse me. And within hours of Trump deciding that he was going to do this on a whim, after being on the phone with Erdogan, Turkey was in Syria. And he sent the two mics to negotiate this treaty, this peace agreement with Turkey. And the peace agreement is that they want this 20-mile buffer across the border. And it extends across most of their border with Syria. And basically, the agreement is that the ceasefire is a pause. That's how Turkey calls it. Both sides haven't even agreed on the definition of ceasefire. It seems like if it's going to work out, the two sides involved have got to agree on the definition of ceasefire. And basically it says Kurds have 5 days to get out of within 20 miles from the Turkish border, which is their homes, by the way. Turkey believes pretty much every Kurd faction is a terrorist organization. And now Donald Trump has taken his language and pretty much has said the same thing. This really helps out Russia. Russia becomes the biggest player in this area. And this really helps out Assad too, because now the Kurds are forming a coalition with him. And it also helps out the Iranians who are also there in Syria. Who does it leave out? Leaves the Kurds out, and it leaves us out. This is like a 5-day. It's an agreement to give the Kurds a head start to run for 5 days before Turkey shoots in the back. The fighting will continue within 5 days. In fact, it is still continuing. This is not a ceasefire. It's like a slight pause, and there's still been fighting. And there's been arguments about which side it's coming from. Turkey says it's coming from the Kurds, and Trump has agreed with him. And the independent observers say that they've seen airstrikes from Turkey. So, yeah. right now it's like a fire sale in the United States. If a country wants to take advantage of the U.S. right now, friend or foe, they need to work out, make deals with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is selling the store. So get in now while it's hot, because after he's impeached, even Mike Pence probably won't make deals. That's stupid. So people need it. I mean, if Iran was smart, they'd be working with Trump to negotiate a new treaty, because they'd get some serious good shit out of it, and we'll get totally screwed. So I guess Iran's not being very smart. I mean, look what he's negotiated with North Korea. I mean, we got nothing with the North Korea stuff. And North Korea got a lot. Anyway, let's do some shout-outs. We're going to run out of time. Ariel says, "Hi, Kenta." I think that's the gist of all her shout-outs. And I guess talking about Kenta watching so many videos, like 100 more right now, says that's a lot of binging. I told Kenta that she didn't need to watch all those videos, but she told me that she wants to. So, cool. Thank you. I am flattered. I don't think the older videos get a lot of views. I think pretty much everybody watches the new one. And Robert Cortino said, he not only said it, he also insisted that it was standard operating procedure in this administration. He's talking about the whole quid pro quo. And that is true. That's what Mulvaney said. Amanda said, Ukraine gained independence in 1991. Until then, it was known as the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, only people who wish to denigrate Ukraine continue to use the. She's answering the question, why do people still say the Ukraine? Because it's not the Ukraine, it's Ukraine. You know? But a lot of people do that. Even Donald Trump does that. And it seems like he would get, like, it'd be in his briefing. Just the basic fundamentals of this kind of shit. But, and I'm sure it is. There's your cartoon, folks. Hope you like seeing the Magic Mikes and denim shorts. Cut off denim shorts. Washing the car on a Saturday afternoon. I wonder what else they wash, though. That's the thing. Please leave a comment. If you leave a comment, I will give you a shout out. I will say your name. I'll say your name 3 times, or maybe you'll magically appear. I will not do that. And click the red button, become a subscriber, and I will talk to all of you Sunday. I'm going to talk to you twice on Sunday. You get 2 videos tomorrow. Goodbye.